What is up, everybody? Good morning. How we doing? Hope everyone is well. Hope the weekend was good. Hope yesterday was all right for you. Didn't trade yesterday, but looking at the charts, it looked like a pretty tough day. Not a lot of opportunities, but hope you did well, or at least conserved your capital. Let's get this thing today, guys. Let's do this. Pretty nice little uptrend we got this morning. Looks like we might have a little break and a new high about ready to be formed. So this could potentially be played out. We will see. Gary, nice to see you're already up in pre-market. That's excellent. And having the discipline to switch to sim. Good work. Unfortunately, there's not a clean second entry right here. That would have been kind of the perfect opportunity for it. Instead, we get this little high range going on. Looked like we may have had a little range structure this morning, but that never really played out. So at this point, since we do have a break of this channel, I think probably the best opportunity for us here, and it's kind of chopping too, right? Like there wasn't a clean second entry. I think probably the best opportunity would be a false breakout to the bottom that we could then take long. Otherwise, it looks like we're just going to get a break, a new high, and maybe a deeper correction here. Gotta make sure I got my ATM strategy selected here. What's our ATR? 3 this morning, so I'm gonna start off at 2.5. And we will adjust as we go. Whiffy. Sorry, I wish I knew how to pronounce that name. I've been involved in the markets for many years now. Seriously trading price action for the last 2. Yeah, Madhav, that's for sure. Tomorrow is going to be an interesting day, so I wouldn't expect anything really today or tomorrow, before 2 p.m. We likely will just kind of chop around. The market is definitely going to be waiting for FOMC tomorrow. Figure out what the rate situation is going to be. So yeah, could be a couple days of patience, couple days of sitting on our hands. Likely not a lot of super good setups. But one thing that can happen with these kind of days is you can get a pretty nice range that's very well defined, and gives a lot of range play opportunities. So we shall see. Always got to trade what's in front of us, you know, what we're going to see rather than what we want to see. So if there's a solid trend day, well then great. I just don't expect that at all. Wi-Fi, thank you. I appreciate that. We're getting there. We're getting there. I've definitely talked about this quite a bit, but I really enjoy my job. I don't want to quit quite just yet. I'm kind of dragging that out as long as I possibly can until it's like, okay, I really can't do this anymore, or or God forbid they let me go or something. Yeah, so far I don't have any reason to do that. It's nice to have like just a guaranteed salary, you know. A little extra money never hurt anyone, right? So yeah, but I do live stream every day. Yesterday was out of town for a wedding, but typically, yeah, Monday through Friday I'm here. So oh man, sorry about that, Zippins. That's rough. Yeah, thank you. Welcome, glad to have you. Yeah, Zippins, here's the thing. I mean, that 400 is definitely a small margin, but you can still battle back from that. Switch to micros for sure. And take it slow. Like that's not insurmountable. You know, here's the thing, don't try to make it all back. Then you just blow it quicker, you know. Take it slow, one trade at a time. That you could dig yourself out of that hole. But wait till you're mentally there for it. Like if you're having that feeling of, man, dude, I gotta make this back, then just wait a couple days. Like take a day or two off until you're in a really clear state of mind and just chip away at it. Which, speaking of funded accounts, guys, today is the last day of the 80% off sale. So if you're wanting to take advantage of that, today's the day. They extended this sucker for like 2 weeks. So I think it's probably going to be a while before they do it again. Today is definitely the time to take advantage of that. So code IMTJ, and yeah. Yeah, you're welcome, Zippins. Yeah, it's not like it's going to be this week is a good one to take off anyway, right? So if you're not in a good place mentally, shoot, all the better. Well, we definitely have our new extreme now. Break right here, new extreme. So let's see what kind of bearish correction we get. And we really want to let it play out. So we want to see a solid bearish correction, very orderly. with a break and a new low, and then we can look to go long again. And that, I mean, the bearish correction might continue and we get a bearish trend. We'll see, but this is definitely a place to wait and see. This is going to tell us a lot. If we get, a break and new low right here, then that's going to be very bullish if we're hanging right around the EMA. But if we start seeing stacked reds, then that'll definitely change the flavor of things. $11 minutes to open as well, so kind of bummed there wasn't a clean long setup there. Always nice to get a trade pre-market before open. Makes the day a lot easier. Once I get one trade in, I definitely I don't know how to, not like a relief necessarily, but I just feel like I can relax a little bit, because I mean, I typically only take like 1 or 2 trades a day, so once you get one, it's like, hey, shoot, my day could be over right now if I wanted. But when that happens pre-market, that's really awesome. But can't force it. Sometimes you gotta wait till the very end of the day for something to set up. These bars are forming really slow too. This is not a good sign for us today. Well, I'm just gonna call you Wi-Fi because that sounds fun. Well, patience, I think, is one of those things. Unfortunately, for a lot of people, comes after a lot of losses. I think that's definitely a big part of it for me. I think every trader goes through like over trading and FOMO and all that. And so I've been down that road and lost a lot of money that way. So honestly, like, I don't like the feeling of that. And so I know that being patient will allow me to avoid a lot of losses and take the best trades. So for me, that's really what it comes down to. I just want to make money. So if I need to wait all day for something to set up so I can have the highest probability of success, well, then that's exactly what I want to do. It can be easy to want to take a trade and to feel like, I don't know, because with all of most jobs, right, to feel productive, you have to do something, and if you're just sitting around, you don't feel productive. So I think waiting for trades to form, and like, say you wait 2 hours for something to form, you can feel not productive, like, oh man, I'm not doing anything, and there's all sorts of issues like self-worth and stuff that come into that. But with trading, that is doing something. If you're waiting around, analyzing, looking for your setup, evaluating market conditions, that is the work. So yeah, taking a trade, buying and selling is not the work. That is a very small piece of the work. Oh, nice. William Francis Hamilton II, man. You sound like royalty. You sound like you own a country or something. 6 minutes to open, and still haven't really gone anywhere here. This is a failed second entry short too. From the bottom here, you have your first entry, pull back, second entry, looking for that to fail to take long, but it's too high. We've already had a break and a new high here. So normally that would look pretty good, but we really need to let this bearish correction play out. We might be able to adjust this channel though. Just looking at this. Wonder if we go from the bottom. No, that won't work. I mean, that could actually fit right there. So this might be our first break, really. Either way, with 5 minutes to the open, a possible break in new extreme. Let's really let this correct out. See how far down it goes. We could really get a move like this, even if we do continue higher, but it just feels a little too extended to buy right now. Unless we get a clean range set up. Like if we have a solid, kind of chop around here and a small false breakout with a nice bullish bar. I like that. That'll definitely give me more confidence in a bullish thesis right now. I'm going to pop over to the 10K chart too to check that out. Yeah, see, that was very bullish on the 10K. Quite clear. But it does also look like we need to correct a little bit on the 10K. Look how far we are away from the EMA. You get that much space and generally see a bit of a correction, so definitely bullish on the day, but I think we got a pullback coming here pretty soon. 2 minutes till the open, guys. Let's do a little poll. Thinking about what kind of day we're going to have. Let's see what we think. What kind of day are we going to have? Bull trend, bear trend, or just some chop? The winner will receive the grand prize of a congratulations from the community. Oh, nice tip, Zippins. The zigzag indicator. Huh. Never heard of that. And here's the open. Nice push up. Really nice looking move up. Now we could look for a second entry long here. See if we can get a pull back to the trend line or the EMA. We're between bull trend and chop today, evenly split, with just a few outliers thinking bear trend. Yeah, I mean, anything's possible in the market, right? Shoot, any of those things can happen with how things have been. We are, I'm looking at the SPY daily chart. We have a lot of room up to the next major moving average, so could go test that. Yeah, to the 50. We could go test that for sure. Got a lot of room. Or a gap reversal. I mean, that would also not be surprising at all. But with this gap up, I mean, I think the downside will be tested. If we can't really get into the gap and the low of the day holds, then I do lean towards a bullish trend day. even when I widen this channel a bit, we do have a tiny little break right here. But I don't think that's really enough to consider this played out with a break and a new high. I mean, that's really small. Sometimes you get that in channels, like a tiny dip outside of it. I wouldn't really count that as a break necessarily. So I still think this is in play. I'm not really looking for a reversal here. But like I said on the 10K, we definitely look ripe for a correction. Though that is, man, that is fitting really nice on the 10K chart. Skinny P. Yeah, I could see the bigger channel. I mean, that's what it looks like on the 10K, right? This looks like the midline of a larger channel, so I'll draw that on this chart too, just to check that out. Oh, see, that's a little too wide. I'm gonna let it play out here. Maybe from right here would look a little better on this. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really get that to look good on this chart. I'm just gonna wait, but knowing that the 10K chart is around the midline is helpful. So we had a double top up here, so count reset. Here's our pullback. That looks like there's our first entry. See if we can get a nice clean second entry. So far EMA is holding, but really gotta watch this with this big gap up. This could be where a gap reversal starts. It's kind of the perfect scenario for it to happen with this move up, trap a lot of longs, and then just drop down. I still do like a second entry long here. We have a clean break of this short-term correction here. Already first entry. Just need a tick lower. And then a nice clean bullish bar for the second entry. Here we go. Come on, baby, let's tick lower here. Draw in some counter trend bears. Then reverse up for a nice long. There's our tick lower, so we just need to see this finish nice and bullish. I'm going to turn on my order entry tool here, so it will just enter it all for me if this form's nice, but looks like we're not going to get that. Still have a chance for this bar. I do want to see it tick lower. Finish bullish. Come on, baby, go lower. There we go. There's our tick lower. See if we can finish bullish. I'm going to turn on my order entry again. See how this finishes. I don't really like that bar. I canceled. It might work, but that signal bar is not super solid. Little bit too doji like. Yeah, pretty slow this morning. I might give this one more bar. If we can tick lower one more time and give a nice bullish bar, I still am considering this play here. It's gotta look juicy though. No tick lower there. Come on, man. Okay, there's our tick lower. We'll see if this can finish nice and bullish. Yeah, now I'm completely out. That was kind of the last bar that I was going to give a chance. But, I mean, now I could take a higher low if it forms. And for those who are still trying to learn how to read all this, we had from the top, and again we had to reset the count because we had a double bar here, 2 matching highs. So from the top, we had our pullback, first entry, pullback. This is our second entry happening right now. So now that that has triggered, I will wait for a higher low to form, and we can take that long. As long as we don't reach a new high. Bars are starting to get a little bigger. And that does not bode well for our higher low. EMA is starting to flatten a bit here. Starting to get a little bit congested, so every passing bar, our trade opportunity kind of lessens and lessens here. But like I was saying, felt like we needed a bigger correction anyway. On the 10K, we were still looking for us to get down here now that we're past the midline, so that's like 40-20 or so. Almost getting a little range that's forming here. Well, unfortunate. We didn't really. That's kind of two areas that I was hoping for a trade. Haven't worked. One being right here, we had that chance for a nice second entry long. Didn't, just kind of similar. Started chopping around, and here again had the opportunity for a nice second entry long. Didn't set up right. A little bit of chop. And that is the stuff you just got to be patient on. Don't want to take it if it's not setting up right. It's a good way to lose money and be sad. Those are the two things we do not want: to lose money or to be sad. Macaroons, I mean, I think there's some instances where you might look to see, what triggers above or below a certain level. But I mean, if you have some clearly defined levels, let's say for example that we're here, right? Maybe this is on a bigger time frame. You say, well, man, shoot, like if we break above here, we will likely continue, or if we break below here, we will likely continue. Both of those could be true. The problem is, like, if you're in a range, first of all, the majority of breakouts of a trading range will fail, at least initially. So you're better off to wait for a, say it breaks out of the top, you're better off to wait for a break and a retest second entry that goes in your favor. And same on the bottom. It's just better to wait on that retest just to be sure that it's not a failed breakout. And then that can give you a lot of confidence in taking that position. So that's what I'd say about that. Because what will most likely happen if you just blindly say, hey, I'm going to take a short below this level or a long above this level, what will likely happen the majority of the time is you will get a poke below to fill you, and then it'll just go right back into the range and you're getting chopped up. Same off the top, like it'll fill you and then come right back in. Ooh, man, oh man, look at that red bar. Here's our larger correction. And see, that right there is exactly what's happening. You got some buy stops getting triggered, people getting chopped up, maybe some early longs in here. See how fast it formed, and then look, we're just bouncing right back. So anyone who's tried to jump in on that short is now feeling some heat. But what you could do sometimes, macaroons, and really depending on the context, is you could play a quick scalp. Like, if you had an order set right here, just take like a point or something before it reverses. So that's a possibility in some circumstances, but I don't know that that's a consistent bread and butter trade every day kind of strategy, though. You'd have to do a lot of testing with that. But yeah, I'd be curious, there might be something there. Just play like the initial flush for a quick scalp, get out before it has a chance to reverse back into the range. Thanks for calling that out, Brent. Yeah, you know though, macaroons, like the FOMC, those can be so volatile that, yeah, I mean, it moves so fast. So you can have like a quick move out and a quick reverse and a quick back. Like, I would just be wary of playing a news event like that, which is a little bit less, a lot less predictable in terms of how it would move. We have a first entry short right here. Could get our long opportunity. There's the first short, first entry short. Want maybe one more pullback. Second entry short that fails. I would like that setup. A no trade area for Gary. I actually really like trading ranges. Just because they're very consistent and very predictable. As long as you're playing the extremes of the range and taking nice, failed breakout with a confirmation higher low or lower high, those are one of my favorite setups, to be honest. Well, anyway, if you're enjoying the stream so far, guys, please give this a like. Tell the YouTube robot that this is good content. Nice, Gary. They are very predictable and that you will lose money. Good. Well, hey, man, you got to know your own personality, your own style, what works best for you. And that's good. You know that you don't trade ranges well or trends well or whatever well, then yeah, hold off on it. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna try to scope out Brant's larger channel. Yeah, we could possibly have a downtrend working here, Dylan. Still too early to tell. Ooh, I like that. I don't know if that's what you have, Brant, but that looks pretty good. I don't like the initial swing here. Had to kind of go into those bars to make it fit, but I do like how it fits on the top. Yeah, Dylan, we could be, looking at that, but that's really wide for the bullish trend that we have. But for sure, you have to notice that we have some sort of resistance building up right there. Good to know, Brant. Well, we'll keep it up there and see how it does. So far, so good. Okay, this could be our failed second entry short. Doesn't look like we're gonna get it. Yeah, I mean, this definitely does look like, just looking at the 5-minute chart, does look like a pretty nice flag. The gap is holding. We dipped into it a little bit and we're able to recover. That never took off, so definitely good signs for the bulls. Gap holding, gonna make a new high. We have nothing but clear air above us to the 50 day moving average. Maybe one more chance for a failed second entry short here. This would probably be the last chance I would give it after this bearish bar. We also have home sales, guys, in like 2 minutes. Oh, and Yellen's speaking too. That should be fun. Well, failed second entry short never formed. So, yet another area that didn't quite pan out. This would have been great opportunity right here, especially after this nice bearish bar that starts to lure some counter trend traders in. A really nice pullback first entry short, pullback second entry short would have been lovely. Didn't happen. That's okay. On to the next. See if the news does anything. Looks like we're about to get our new high. And this actually would have been really perfect, right? Well, no, I guess it didn't tick lower, never mind. Alright, well, we have our new high. We never got a break of this larger channel though, so we really could just keep on going up. Go test the top there. I'm pretty close to taking this smaller channel off. This larger one definitely fits really nice. Except for that break at the very beginning. Here's a nice little correction. And again, we do have a new high from that earlier channel, so this could be the start of a larger correction. We shall see. Just trying to get this to fit nice. Doesn't really matter too much. But when nothing's going on, I mean, you gotta tinker with the small stuff, right? Keep yourself busy. We have our first entry long already. I'm gonna take a look on that Jocko. Yeah, it could be. Could be. We're still within the range or the channel here. But definitely a time for some sort of correction here. Yeah, problem when you have a Fed speaking is that at any moment, if they say something, we could just, things could get wild, so. A very clean correction. I'm wondering now if we will have any support right here. Right as I say that, we dip below. All right, we're gonna redraw this a little bit. Beautiful, clean correction though. Good question, Matthew. I think at this point I would consider a nice second entry short. Just because this is a very nice looking move down. Yeah, looks like a bigger correction. So even if my overall bias is bullish for the day, this is still playable. So yeah, I'd consider it for sure. It's got to set up nice. But definitely could be a possibility. Especially, yeah, just watching the EMA closely here to see if it holds. Watching how this correction within a correction plays out. Whether it's really strong and pushes above the EMA, stacking bullish bars. Or if it's more tentative. So far, I'm liking the action for a short. And that would, again, like based on my original channel, we reached our new high, right? So we had this channel break new high, so that is played out. The fact that we never got to the top of this larger channel makes me also think that, like, okay, maybe that wasn't completely valid. Again, the way that it formed initially wasn't perfect, having to cut through bars. So yeah, I'm liking a short here for sure. But at the same time, if we push above the EMA quite strongly and have a failed second entry short, oops, that could be another setup. So we are definitely kind of between two biases right now. We are dipping into the gap as well on the 5-minute chart. Had a pretty large, this move down was a pretty large bearish hammer on the 5-minute. This all made up a bearish hammer, so there's our first entry short. Now we do have a break of this little short-term trend. This is looking pretty good for a short so far. No, Johnny, don't count inside bars. Can't push up too high here like it's doing, so yep. Now the short is kind of invalidated, pushed above the EMA. Oh, well, it may be different on your chart, Johnny. I have it right here. I'll show you. We had a pullback, and right here is the first entry, right where this bar goes below that bar. So pullback, first entry short is right there. And it could be different on your chart. Maybe this bar was an inside bar in your chart. But that's how my chart is showing it. And an inside bar means the entirety of the bar is inside the previous bar. So there's no high, no part of it that goes higher or lower. Like, for instance, this guy right here. That is inside because the high of the bar stayed below this high, and the low of the bar stayed above that low. So that is an inside bar. Yeah, I kind of like a failed second entry short here, except now that we're pushing strongly below the EMA, so never mind. I would have if that had, wicked below right about here, but now we're just pushing down, so this is a wait and see area. No, no, it's not inside the previous bar, because right here, look at the bottom wick. That's below that one. If you're looking at the body, yes, but we're looking at the wicks as well. So this wick goes below that wick. The low of the bar goes below that low, so it's not inside. Oh, I see. Yeah, you're right about that. This is an inside bar. That one is, but this one is not. Well, time to zoom out here, guys, and try to figure out what the heck is going on. The price action went from pretty orderly to chaotic in the matter of a few minutes. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to follow short-term trends here. Could be getting kind of a high range here. But even the range doesn't fit that well yet. Yeah, that would have been pretty decent right there. That is a nice setup. That second entry short, lower high. Nice, Israel. Nice, Brant. Good for you guys. I don't know why I didn't take that. Too busy looking for something larger happening. That's a solid setup right there. Good work. First entry short. Second entry short right here. Can't take that. It's above the EMA, but then you get this nice lower high below the EMA, confirming it. Solid. Good work, guys. Good work. I'm jealous. Oh, nice, Gary. Well, that's a pleasant surprise. I'm glad it wasn't the other way around. Dang, I'm trying not to feel FOMO for not catching that one. I literally was just like too busy looking at trying to find some larger context or a range or whatever, and just didn't even occur to me, didn't even see it. Man. But when I say I'm feeling FOMO about that, I want to clarify that that does not mean that I'm going to now try to get into a trade. It's very normal to feel that, like, bummer, I missed that one, I could have had that one. So I'm just letting that feeling stay with me, and just, yeah, not doing anything with it, just feeling it. It's normal to get bummed out at missed opportunities. Well, now we definitely have a clear. This correction had a break, new low. Very clear. So now looking to check out what happens here. Yeah, for sure, Brant. We're looking at our bigger channel. We have a break. I wonder if we get a measured move here though before we continue higher. But we do have two clearly legs back. And if our large channel is valid, we do have this break, so looking for possibly a new high. Oops, deleted my range there. Oh well, I didn't really like it that much. Although right here could be an interesting point for the low end of a range. Right where our previous mini range was. I'm curious to see if that holds. This is our first entry short that is now failing right at the bottom of what could be a range. I like a push up and a failed second entry short here. I am leaning a little bit more bearish now though, especially looking at the 5-minute chart. We are well into the gap. Yeah, could look to fill the gap here. We only don't have too much left to go for that, so maybe, no, we haven't quite filled it, so I'm expecting maybe one little push lower here before anything else happens. And again, we didn't ever get a measured move of this guy. So would, with how strong that was, kind of expecting us to at least reach the measured move, and that would be a gap fill as well. So I would imagine the prices are going to want to touch this right here before doing anything else. There we go. Second entry short. Looks like it might push down to our measured move there and the gap fill. Here we go. Saw that coming. Now watch and see too if we just blow past this measured move. If there's enough bearish momentum. Then, you know, if we do that and we really start stocking some reds here, we might want to reassess our bias for the day. I'll check that out, Jocko. Let's take a look at our 10K. Yeah, for sure. That does look like we need to come down to right here, which looks like we're going to. So let's throw that on this chart too. Reached our measured move, so we'll see what wins out here. Two clear legs back and a bounce, or maybe the formation of this larger bearish channel. All right, bearish channel it is. Could get a nice second entry short here. Come down, hit the bottom, pull back, first entry short. Second entry short right at the trend line. That's what we want right there. But this would also be a really good place to trap some of these shorts. The range could win out. We're hovering around the measured move, and we still are expecting maybe a new high from that larger bullish channel we drew. So this would be right around this level is when we'd want to see a bounce if that is going to occur. And I will need to take a long here, definitely need a strong push up above the EMA into the range again, and a failed second entry short like that. I like this push up so far. This is promising. Testing that EMA. It doesn't look like we're pushing above the EMA here. Unfortunately, we're just kind of in no man's land for a second entry short so far. I can take it if it forms close to the EMA. I'm gonna pop to the 10K too just to see how that looks. This would also be a failed second entry long on the 10K. Can't push up any higher if we're gonna get a second entry short here. I don't really like this for a second entry short too much. With these big bullish candles right here and right here. If this forms, I think I might wait for a lower high confirmation. Yeah, I mean, technically we have a new high of the correction already. If you're drawing it tight like I did, if you draw it tight like that I did, we already have our break and new high here. So there's a second entry short, and it looks like it might just drop. No way to take that on that bullish signal bar. This is a tempting failure here just because of the momentum. That'll probably work. Huge risk. But the way that it reversed like that after the second entry short. Yeah, I mean that. If it would have finished green, that would have been tempting as a momentum trade. Yeah, seriously. And that's how those traps work. It looks really good for one side, that's when they work the best. I like that double trap. See if we can maybe get more of a pullback here. It might just go without me. Anyone take that double trap there? That was a good little setup. Man, I'm really bummed. That's two setups that I've missed. Should have been a little quicker on that one. That already scalped out. Man, bummer. 11, 10. Yeah, shoot. It's just, yeah. For whatever reason, feels like I wasn't able to trust that channel there. Yeah, tick tire. That was a really good double trap, especially with how good the failure looked, right? I mean, even I was saying, dang, that was pretty tempting. So that's exactly when the double trap is perfect. When you get a nice, you know, a second entry that's not so good, and then a failure that looks really nice, and especially like right at the key entry point. This went below the EMA. That was a really good trade, man. Kicking myself on that one. Good trade, or good call out at least, Brant. Did anyone take that? I just want someone else to have taken that. That would that'll make me feel better if someone else caught it. Fair enough. Yeah, Carlos. Nice. I'm kind of the same way, Brant. I don't typically take double traps unless I'm looking for it. Like if it's for example, if it's a clear bullish trend, looking for a second entry long, but the second entry long is forming high above EMA, I'm expecting it to do a double trap, and so that's when I trade them. It's hard for me to take them like this, where the possibility of a failure does look pretty good. Those are hard for me because you really need an instant reaction. Like if you're looking at this failure and you're going, ooh, that looks pretty good, and then it reverses, you have to immediately switch over to, oh, it's a double trap, get in. And that kind of mindset switch is hard to do in the moment. So yeah, I usually only take double traps if I am expecting them to occur. Yeah, Carlos, good work. Good work. So that's definitely one area I'd like to improve, is being able to switch really fast, like from failure to double trap. We're still hanging out right around that measured move. Here is where we might get our bounce. And it looks like really this bearish move here was just trapping these longs. That's it. It doesn't look like that was going anywhere else except, hey, let's get all these longs that jumped in right here. Now let's continue higher. Funny. I could have considered a lower high if it had formed earlier. Like I was looking for it to happen right here. That's really where it would have had to happen for me. You get the double trap, lower high right here around the EMA. I would have taken that, but not at this point. Not after it makes a new low here. And yeah, not anymore. But right there, kind of, it would have had to happen right away, and I would have taken that. It would have been nice. It would have given me a chance to enter safely in a good mindset, not chase. But now you'll notice we do have space here. This never touched. This never touched. So although we have a break of the channel here, I personally am not expecting a new low. This is looking like it never really got going. Oh, high or low. No, I'm not gonna take a higher low here. This is too, whoops. This channel has too much juice to it. I only take a higher low if it's very clear that a channel is played out and I'm expecting a reversal. I would take a failed second entry short here, but not just a higher low. And we have our first entry. Johnny B, let's see, you drew the channel using the bottom. You definitely want to favor the top of a bear trend and the bottom of a bull trend as far as drawing. But yeah, if you're doing like that, that still looks pretty good. Although it still has that gap at the bottom, you know? Yeah, that's the other thing, Brant. We do have two clear legs back, 1 and 2, so. Gosh, that's so true, Brant. And obviously I'm displaying that this morning, just questioning everything. Ah, we could get a new high here. Ah, but we could get a new low here. Yeah, it's not super clear today. I would have considered a second entry short there. It had stayed below the EMA, but now we're pushing up, so yet again. There's our new high of this short uptrend. The EMA is starting to flatten out a little bit. I'm pretty conflicted even as far as what I'm looking for here. Leaning towards the long side. Given our larger channel from earlier. Definitely not super bearish by any means. So yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I am going to move this channel back to where I had it. And I'm going to look for a long. We already have our first entry short. We are back in the range, pushing well above the EMA. Want this to tick lower, give a nice bullish bar, and I would consider taking that long. I'm also going to take a glance at the 10K, see how we're faring over here. And I would say the same. This is looking more bullish than bearish. We really do kind of have a quick break and new low already on the 10K, looking for that larger correction. Or larger continuation rather, and getting a new high of this channel. So okay, I feel better about that. It's looking bullish. That's where my bias is. It's always a weird headspace to be in when you're not sure what exactly to look for. So yeah, I think we're bullish here. A lot of just kind of different patterns that are a bit conflicting. Might delete this range too. I don't really know how valid that is anymore. But it doesn't really matter. Wonder if this little move, this kind of looks like a measured move already. Oops. Yeah, pretty much already a measured move there. So now that we have of this little channel, we have a break, a new high. Now what I want is a shallow bearish correction as the break and new low right around here above the EMA. And that's the kind of trade where I might consider a higher low. Just don't want to see this get too steep. They certainly could, Brant. They certainly could. The day of traps. Oh man, that's totally gonna happen. Okay, so we do have our second entry short. We are now pushing below the EMA, looking quite bearish on these bars. Now looking for a lower high. That would confirm, but it's gonna just move way too far, isn't it? But yeah, that would confirm the second entry short, but you had to be bold for that one. You had to go short below this bar, way up here. That's almost kind of like picking a top. Works until it doesn't. But it will be nice to get a new low of this channel here. Get a new low, and then we can feel better about a bounce. That did bounce perfectly off right around this level. No, it's really not, Jacko. But to me, overall, what I am seeing now is just more of chop setting up. When you're in this place of saying, oh man, this channel needs a new extreme, and so does this one, that can definitely signify that you're just kind of chopping around. Nice. FOMO MC. This lower high is way too low here to take off of the second entry short too. That's moved far, way too far. Too much support right here. We have a break, maybe a new low coming right here. We get a nice failed breakout bullish bar. I will be tempted, not gonna lie to you guys. But this move down right here, pretty strong, and on a 5-minute chart it's a giant engulfing bearish bar. Yeah, you're right, Brent. That would be also be a second entry long. Triple test. 1, 2, 3 right at the bottom. Unfortunately, it looks like it's gonna form there above a bearish bar, so not for me. Come on, man. I just want to see one push lower right here. Nice bullish bar. That's what I'm looking for. It looks like it wants to push a little lower. Come on, baby. Let's do this thing. I don't really throw in the towel, to be honest, William. I'm totally fine waiting all day. Sorry, I'm trying to translate to market time. 3:30 market time. I usually will stop unless there's something that really looks nice. Just a lot can happen in that last half hour. Profit taking, like if you're in a big bull trend day, you could see a lot of profit taking the last half hour that's kind of just unexpected. So that's usually when I will completely like, yeah, no more, but lots can happen. This is looking quite bearish on the 5-minute chart. Oh man, look at this bar. Of course it has to be huge. Yeah, I can't take that, unfortunately. A nice higher low would be cool, though. And it's just gonna push up without us, isn't it? Still have a chance if this bar goes lower. Yeah, we did officially get our new low of this channel. That is helpful for considering a long here. See if we can get a nice higher low. The bottom of this range. Come on, baby. I'm gonna get my order ready just in case. No. Bearish. I would have taken that on a bullish bar. Context wise, it's really nice though. Definitely see a move up to at least here. Maybe a failed second entry short. It's kind of the last chance for it to happen here. Want this bar to move down. Finish bearish. Didn't do that. So now it's starting to look a little stacked. And we're moving higher. So no trade for me there. Definitely have been some great opportunities this morning that unfortunately I missed. So this lower high right here after the second entry short was beautiful. You caught that one. And what was the other one? There's another one in here. Oh yeah, this double trap. That was another beautiful trade. So if you caught that lower high or that double trap, those are really the two setups that I see today, this morning. Yeah, the failed second entry short still is possible. We're still right at the EMA. See how it forms, if it forms. With how bearish the last hour has been, that could really lure in some shorts. Okay. I'm gonna click in on my strategy here, which will automatically enter the trade for me if it sets up. This is looking nice. If we can just hang out right around this level, this would be perfect. Don't want to see it move too high. If it forms right here at the EMA, we'll be in business. No, bummer. Bearish bar. The double trap and fail breakout at 8 was a good setup. 8 my time? All right. Oh, right here. I mean, if you're willing to risk that big bar, it's not a bad setup. I was looking for a long there for sure. And yeah, you did have this first entry long, second entry long, failure, double trap. Looked really good. You had this triple test. Context wise, I really like that. I just didn't like how big this bar was. So I was waiting for a higher low and it was bearish. But yeah, if you're kind of aggressive and like to take the first entry there, if you will, I think that's a great context. And I would have joined in on that if we would have had a nice higher low there. Yep, so really two great trades, I would say, and then this one is good context. That's a lot of risk for me. A lemon order might have been good, but I think more high probability setup is waiting for the higher low. So, all right, well, we're kind of starting to chop around here. That failed second entry short did not materialize. A lot of great setups. If you're enjoying hanging out with me in the mornings, live stream, tell the YouTube robot that you appreciate it. Like this stream, subscribe to my channel and all that. And yeah, again, guys, take advantage. Today is the last day of the Apex 80% off sale. Take advantage of that. If you want to throw on some evaluation accounts, get funded, all that. Really appreciate you guys hanging out with me this morning. And we will be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. market time. Trade safe out there. Appreciate all the participation in the chat, all the trades called out. This is really starting to turn into a really awesome group. So appreciate y'all. Take care. See you tomorrow.